Welcome back. You are still watching Market View. On to this now. During the Africa Nenda Foundation training, the Central Bank of Eswatini announced that approximately 800 million imalangeni has been processed through the Eswatini payment switch from 194,000 transactions. We are now joined by Brian Slongonyane, Deputy Head of Information and Technology at the Central Bank of Eswatini, who will break down which financial institutions have already tapped into the payment switch, which ones are still in the activation process, and what factors have been reported to be causing delays. Rather, very good afternoon to you, Slongonyane. Thank you so much for your time. So with over 800 million imalangeni being processed, and 194,000 transactions, these figures, what do they signify in terms of, the switch performance, uptake, and trust levels among participating financial institutions and consumers as well?
Thank you, Notsile. This is a testament of the confidence and the trust that eMaswati have put into the payment switch. When we started off, no one could have projected these figures, but eMaswati allowing the payment switch to transact or to enable them to transact in their businesses, it means they have confidence, they are clear what the payment switch provides, they are clear of the convenience that it also allows them to enjoy.
Which are some of the financial institutions that we can say have fully integrated into the national payment switch so far, and what criteria, was used to actually determine their readiness for connection?
All right. We started with 8 financial institutions when we rolled out this solution. That was FNB, Nedbank, Standard Bank, Eswatini Bank, SBS, Eswatini Bank, as well as some of the non-bank institutions that includes Imali, MTN FinTech, as well as Instacash. We are happy to report that as at today, 7 out of 8 of those participants are live. They are actively using the platform to process their customers' payments. The only outstanding participant is Nedbank. That is expected to go live mid-November 2025. They've already been licensed to operate on the platform. We follow a robust checklist or a script that we've been using with the rest of the participants that outlines all the use cases that a particular participant is supposed to fulfill before they are certified ready to participate onto the platform. And we note that all of them have fulfilled these, including Nedbank, hence they've been provisionally licensed.
With some institutions still in the activation process, what are the setbacks here? What's causing delays?
It can be a number of factors, but by and large, it speaks to the complexity of their solution, the architecture that they've adopted, at times even the reliance on external consultants to bring about those solutions. But we're happy that we have worked well with these participants that delayed and to realize the progress and the milestones that we have achieved. So it's a combination of factors, but the central bank, with its technical and business team, managed to collaborate with the affected participants to ensure that eventually they onboard onto the fast payment rail of the payment switch.
What are some of the benefits that, banks, businesses, and consumers with the payment switch that you would say they've actually had to enjoy with the payment switch? And how do you see it contributing to financial inclusion in the country?
Certainly, there are so many benefits. The first one is that the payment switch operates 24/7. So unlike before the payment switch, eMaswati are now able to send and receive payments even on weekends, even on holidays, even after hours. That's a major benefit. And then the second one is the interoperability, the ability to move money between banks and the digital wallets. This did not exist before, but with the advent of the payment switch, eMaswati are now able to tap into this space.
Are there plans to perhaps extend the Eswatini payment switch, or rather add new functionalities such as integrating it, with regional or cross-border payments?
Certainly, you would recall that the payment switch seeks to introduce 4 modules to the Eswatini market. The first module is the instant payment, which we're already live on. The second one is open banking, which allows the sharing of data amongst with third-party service providers. And then the third one is ATM switching. And lastly, it's the point of sale switching. So having rolled out the first module, it means eMaswati, especially fintech companies, can look forward to the open banking module as well as the ATM and card switching. So we are constantly in engagement with the regional counterparties to plug the payment switch into regional switches. This is work in progress. Collaborations and engagements are currently underway. For now, we are leveraging existing tools outside or existing platforms outside the payment switch, like the TCAIB platform that allows for retail, domestic regional payments, as well as the SADC RTGS that allows for interregional payment settlements. But eventually, the payment switch will be interconnected to this platform for seamless money exchange within the region and beyond.
Right. In some countries, Mr. Slongonyane, payment switch implementations are rather met with cybersecurity and data privacy concerns. Given this move as a country, what safeguards or security standards are in place to, protect financial service providers?
Certainly, for starters, the actual solution that we have provided is PCI DSS certified, and it complies with a lot of the security standards that we subscribe to as a central bank and the whole world. So within the central bank, we have an information security division that is responsible for ensuring that every service that we as the central bank roll out to the public is safe and it has been checked for data protection and data privacy issues. So we are confident that both from the solution itself, it enforces security, as well as the legislative tools that we have introduced that allows us to play in a secure space for our customers. And within the bank, we have a market conduct division that is responsible for consumer protection to make sure every dealings, all the activities surrounding the payment switch take place in a manner that protects the end consumer. So eMaswati can be rest assured that the Central Bank of Eswatini, as the operator of the payment switch, has taken all the necessary steps to make sure the solution is safe and the processes underpinning the operations of the payment switch are also secure and protected from malicious activities that can even threaten data protection. We also subscribe to the national data protection initiatives within the bank. We do have data protection officers that are invited into the conversations to ensure all our dealings, especially within this platform that we have introduced, do guarantee customers that private data is protected and is respected.
Slongonyane, we'll have to leave it here for today. Thank you so much for your insights. That was Brian Slongonyane, Deputy Head of IT at the Central Bank of Eswatini, coming in live from the Central Bank complex, actually on the Eswatini payment switch. We'll catch a break. After that, we're in conversation with in-house economist Anele Sibia. Stick around.